All right, Maria, this is Anthony. He is your inspector for the day, and we're going to go over everything that he found, and he's going to walk us around and show us anything if it needs to be pointed out.
Sure, definitely. All right, Mario, so I'll just kind of give you an idea of what a property inspection entails really quick. So it's a visual inspection. We didn't tear any holes in the walls or anything. We obviously didn't. Let's start over here for a second.
Oh, really? Is that bad? You can keep going.
The big thing here is we want to ensure that all the, electrical, plumbing, heating. I know you were concerned with some of the structure and the exterior, so we were able to look at that. I flew my drone over the property and took a peek at the roof and took some really neat side shots. So I'll kind of go through the report. Everything will be labeled with you'll see a blue circle with an I or an orange triangle with an exclamation point, and those are going to be the defects we found.
Okay.
All in all, with this property, terrific condition, especially with the age of this home. So I'll kind of just go through each individual section here. On the exterior, I believe pretty much all of it, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, the
HOA is supposed to cover all that. So, yeah. The one thing I don't know is the surfaces where they have the old carpet outside. I don't know if that, because I've seen that redone in other cases, right. So that might be something that you can do. But yeah.
Yeah, I believe in that carpet, it's just an all-weather multi-purpose carpet you can pull out if you don't want it. So.
And that's it's just worn, right? There's nothing really wrong with it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the handrails on both sides of the property, they're secure, so there's no issues there.
Okay.
I did note that a couple of the sliding screen doors were damaged. They were torn in a few locations.
Well, the frames are in good shape, though.
It just needs to be rescreened, it looks like. I did note that the front door, it looks like there was some damage to the jamb and to the main slab portion of the door. The lock mechanism looks like it might have been broken at one point, but it is functional at this point. It's just, aesthetically, you can see some damage. The main garage is separated from the property, so we don't have to worry so much about the fire rating of, the integrity of self-closing hinges and things of that nature, but we were able to open the door. It is manually operated. There's spot for 2 vehicles, and I took some photos of that. There was no issues inside.
It is really wide and really big. Mm-hmm. Actually, I was thinking, let's take a quick look at that door just so I can.
Doors are kind of, it is deteriorated, but it's not a solid core door, but there's baffles inside here, so it's pretty solid.
Okay, so it looks like somebody maybe exerted some pressure. Right
exactly. Yes, there, and then you can see here in the jamb, it looks like this is really not much, but the main jamb is still intact. This did not break.
Okay, so jamb is fine. Okay.
Yes.
All right, I wanted to start with that fabulous yellow beaded area of it. Okay, so we're in the master bathroom.
So there is underneath the right side sink. We do have just some old. There was a stain at one point. You can see it is dry. I tested the area, so there's no moisture. But that was just an area that will be on the report.
And there is extra tile there in case you want to.
Yes, you're good to go on that,
which is good. I put in my visual inspection. We've got some seam cracking there on the ceiling.
Yeah, and this is strictly a drywall seam. It's nice and straight. And over time, with the moisture buildup in here, you can see that this is what kind of will happen. So I would recommend either maybe putting, instead of these heat lamps, maybe some type of an exhaust fan so you can get proper air movement through here. But the toilet's tied to the floor, the drains are functional, both sinks and the shower, so no other issues.
And I noticed the toilets in both bathrooms have been replaced.
They do. And there's stickers on them and everything, so they look to be in great shape.
And in my visual inspection, I just noted that there are these 2 holes in the wall because they obviously must have moved over the towel rack whenever it failed at some point.
So okay, that's it in the master. We can go.
Okay, we're on the back side and we're inside and we're looking at the laundry, and Anthony was just saying this is probably the area with his biggest concern, but still not much of a concern.
And you can see at one point we had a moisture leak up above, maybe on the roof.
Okay.
But it is dry.
Okay, so there's a pattern there at the corner. That's what we're looking at.
And then back in this section, if you want to stick your hand back in there, and there's photos, but.
Oh, I see. So I've got the camera looking down behind the washing machine, and you can see some dark splotches and there's some moisture back here. Obviously, it's outside. And then there's an open area to the pipe, so I don't see anything inside there.
Yeah, no issues in there. I believe probably at one point they may have left these doors open.
So do you think it's more superficial, perhaps?
I believe so. It is dry right now. but you could always spray some bleach on it and clean it and paint it.
Okay.
But that's really what it looks like to me. Here's the water heater. This water heater was replaced right around 2004 to 2006. So it's in great shape. It's strapped top third, bottom third. It has a temperature pressure relief valve. Everything we have to have in the state of California. It has the proper shutoffs. And you can see the prior water heater that it probably ruptured because you can see some drywall damage, but they've replumbed some copper in, so that's terrific.
Okay, so that's good. Now does that require having a little tray underneath it?
Well, here, technically I would say yes, but with the age,
outside like this
and it's the outside, if it was brand new, I would say yes, they should have a pan, but it was installed, 10 years ago.
Okay.
It wasn't a requirement.
Okay, great.
So this is the second bathroom.
Okay.
Everything's functional in this bathroom. The only thing I did note was when we first got here, this valve would not turn, or this handle, I should say. But I was able to, manipulate it enough that it is free spinning.
Okay.
We are having a small leak from the actual handle. You can see it right now. Just turning that on for a second. So this, there's an O-ring that needs to be replaced.
Okay. And anything else in here?
Everything else, toilets are good, shower valve, you have plenty of pressure, no issues whatsoever. In fact, on the pressure, I know that's controlled by the
HOA.
probably by the HOA. So we want to see anywhere between 60 and about 80, 85 pounds, and we're like at 84 pounds of pressure. So there's plenty of pressure at all of the fixtures and the shower heads and all that good stuff.
Okay, and in my visual inspection, I had noted that the silver on the back of a lot of these mirrors is kind of not perfect. Hey, it's Mark again. How are you? God, I look red in this. Fantastic. All right, so anyhow, you can see how those mirrors have seen better days.
Here you have your air conditioning condenser.
Okay.
So what we want to see there is to ensure obviously that it's safe. There isn't anything that appears has been tampered with, but huge plus here, 2014 this was installed.
Oh, come on through.
So it's in great condition. We had, I believe we had an 18-degree temperature split, meaning what it's pulling in versus what it's putting out.
Okay.
So that's terrific. We'd like to see 12 to 15 degrees.
Okay, and you said what year is this thing?
2014.
Okay.
So this is facing towards the north, and this is the large plate glass window in the formal dining room, I would say. We do have some drywall damage on the windowsill. So it looks like there was maybe some moisture damage at one point. I'm not sure if the window leaks, but it would be something that, maybe to have somebody recaulk the exterior just to prevent any further damage.
Yeah, that looks, it's probably something of that nature. It's just a single pane, so there's probably also some moisture that builds up.
And then coming here into the kitchen, I believe these are 20 by 20 or 18 by 18 tiles.
18 by 18.
Yeah, these, you get into this section right here and they're pretty loose. You can see when you step on them, you can feel them flex a bit. So, it's just more or less, it's cosmetic, but at the same time, over time, they may start to shift, and that's when it can become possibly a safety issue.
And then all of our appliances in here?
All of the appliances, it's incredible, but they work. What is this, the prep sink, for whatever reason, they have the valves off. So I'm assuming normally when I see a valve off, that's telling me that they probably leak. So that would be one item, and you'll see that on the report. You have your blender connection, and it's functional. The double oven works great, no issues. All the electrical burners fired right up. It's just a little bit dated, but
just gotta keep it forever, man. Come on, keep it forever. Dishwasher is the one.
And the
that
dishwasher, I could not believe it. Ran it through a whole cycle. In fact, it's just drying right now, but incredible. It's great.
All right, so is that
is it. Everything else for me would be considered cosmetic in this property. Little dings and dents, paint chips, we steer away from. But it's in terrific condition for its age. It just needs, to be updated a bit. But besides that, structurally it's sound. I don't see any other moisture or damage issues. It's a very, very clean property.
Okay, well, great. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you.
Bye.